Hey guys, Willie and Murphy here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video and welcome to, I think, the final installment of the Fiat 500. We've done gear linkages, a rocker cover, gasket, a cambelt and water pump, a sump, and now is the last piece of the puzzle is to replace the oil filter and replace the engine oil. Now typically you'd be doing this as a part of a regular service. You'd run the car up to temperature, you'd then take off the sump plug, take off the oil filter, drain the oil that way. I've done it slightly different because the sump has been replaced in this car, as you've seen from previous videos. So it should be hopefully pretty straightforward to just get this. The oil filter's at the front of the engine. You will need a big Allen key to get access to that sump bolt, which I'll show you underneath. And yeah, all you need really is a basic set of tools, spanners, sockets, Allen keys, drain plugs, a drain catch, and fresh oil, fresh filter. Let's get stuck into today's video. Right, underneath then you can see typically your car won't look like this unless it's a brand new thing. You're going to need an Allen key to hold take the sump plug off. This here is a 10mm Allen key, so probably not a common size in a toolbox. In the front up here you have the oil filter, so that will rotate off to drain the oil. So when the engine's up to temperature, this plug comes undone. Best thing to do is to take the cap off up top as well. The oil will drain out into a catch tank, and then once that's draining, take the oil filter off and let it drain as well. Once it's stopped draining, new filter on, new sump plug on, back at the top, fill it with oil, and the job is done. It's really that simple, but let's go step by step on how to do this. Once it's got to a certain point, you just spin it by hand, and you see the oil's just pouring out now into the catch can. And there we go. So we'll let that drain, and then once that's finished draining, we'll clean it up with a brake cleaner and fit the new filter up. Whilst it's doing that, I'm just going to put the wheel on, ready to get down onto the floor. Yeah, looking good. So before you drain, it's always advisable to take the cap off. That just lets the everything drain down nicely. Any air bubbles come out, and the fluid flows much easier. And before it goes on, I always find it's really good to dip your finger in a bit of oil, go around the seal, so that way it's not going to get stuck, and when it comes off next time it should be a little bit easier. And the same, just a little spot of oil onto the threads. Now by doing this, it just makes it easier to go on, come off next time, and it just saves you a whole lot of work going forward. So I think that's pretty much going to be done draining. I've got my brake cleaner here. I'm going to squirt up all there just to clean it off, wipe it down with a bit of blue roll, fit the new filter up. The car can come down to the floor, you can fill it with oil. Now, it was very tight to come off. Oil filters typically should just be hand tight, so you get your hand around it, and that is tight enough. I'll get one last squirt off and ready to fill her up. So right, everything is done now, just time to fill up the oil. Now this car takes a 540 oil, it's a fully synthetic oil, and it only takes 2.5 litres, so I don't want to spill any, so I've made, using this old Vimto bottle, a funnel. So I'm going to pour the oil into here, let it circulate. and then I'll put the car into the ground so it's level. I can run the car up, turn it off, dip the oil, so dipstick's over here, dip the oil, and then once I'm happy with the level, then we'll shut it off and job done. Right, the car's on the floor now. Let's pull this up. We can hopefully see where we're up to in the fluid level. Can't see anything just yet. Put a little bit more in. Now 2.5 litres really scares me because cars typically take 4, 5 litres maybe. Sometimes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 litres. So yeah, it's a bit of a scary one. Just put a little drop more. And we can start her up. Put my tissue on here so you can see. Dip it. And then I'd say we're just at the minimum. Looking at that. It's fair to say, right? Anyway, I'm going to run the car now, so I'm going to put this cap back on. Won't run it for long. Just put the airbox back on. Let's start her up. And then I'll run it for about 30 seconds. And then after it's running for about 30 seconds, we'll then re-dip the oil, top up the oil accordingly, put the bonnet down, and go for a quick road test. So when you first dip the oil, it's always best to clean that dipstick off so it's completely clean. Because your oil's circulating around, it will run down back into the sump. Once it's settled, you should be able to, I think, looking at that, it's about halfway. Yeah, I think about halfway. So need a bit more. I'll top up a little bit more. And we're done. Right, because it takes so little, I'm just putting a little Lofton in, but you can clearly see now it's probably about 3/4 of the way up. So I'll put a little bit more, and then it should be good. It's probably gonna be enough. There you go, top of the dipstick, fantastic. So, got a bit of an engine light come on. The car's now running. They've cleaned everything up. Just to locate where the EODB port is on this little Fiat 500. So, let me show you. So, as you get into the car, this is the right-hand drive 2016 model. Behind this cup holder here, you grab it, give it a sharp tug, and just there is your plug. So I've plugged in my little scanner. It's going to scan the car and potentially come up with one fault, which is a P0340 fault. Now what I can do is I can erase that code, go back to number 1. Let's see what the fault is. I'll do a bit of quick Googling on this code. But effectively, the engine management light is showing us on. I can now start the car, and a fault code comes up. Check engine. So there's obviously a fault there. Just need to work out what it is and how to rectify it. So I think I've worked out, I'm just trying to drain the bleeds the coolant system. I'm trying to work out why this sensor is recurring as a fault. And when I look underneath this bracket here, I've got my hand down here somewhere. Where has it gone? There you go. You see, just down there, that little yellow bit, that's the plug. It's not plugged in. That's why the fault's there. Right, now with that sensor plugged in, let's start her up and see what's happening with the hope that that fault code is cleared. What have we got? It does a check engine, however, let's go to a raise code yes. Stick with the raise code yes. That light has gone off the dashboard now. However, the engine management light's gone off the dashboard. The check engine warning has gone as well. So I'm guessing that has now rectified that fault. Right then, work's done. Let's take this little car for a road test and let's see what it's all about. I've never driven a Fiat 500 before, so this is all new to me as well. So let's go for a drive, see what's what, and hopefully everything is running exactly as it should. Let's go for a quick little run down the road and back. Nippy really. So we've done a number of jobs to this car. Gear linkage, which is working absolutely a treat. The cambelt, which is again is working lovely. Water pump working great. Temperature's getting right up, which is fantastic. The temperature in here is also picking up, which is great. We've also done the rocker cover gaskets that was leaking for the top. And underneath the car, we've done a sump, replacement sump, because unfortunately that tube was leaking. It was quite damp on the front of it, and when I went to check to see what was going on, it unfortunately had like little pinholes after I started cleaned up a little bit. And once those pinholes were exposed, the oil just leaked out. Little car this drives really nicely, no complaints, no qualms, and quite frankly it's been quite a joy to work with. What's happening with the start stop? No, very happy. So there's no knocks and bangs. There's nothing that's sort of standing out or shouting out there's a problem. It drives really smoothly. Actually, a really nice little car. I'm actually surprised how spacious it is inside. So yeah, I'm pleased to have said that this comes been sorted and it's ready to be returned to the owner. Right, here we go. So Fiat 500 is now finished, complete. All the work's done. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please consider becoming a subscriber to the channel. Leave a thumbs up button, comment down below, and it's on to the next one. But now, this is done, so very, very pleased. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take it easy.